what's ready to scream tonight. Hide the kids, turn down the lights. Stay very quiet so they don't hear those movie monsters that you fear. It's time for scary films with friends, where your nightmares will begin. You are all invited if you dare to join Big Al for a cinematic scare. Ghosts and ghouls and tall hairy beasts, vampires, demons, and zombies will feast. Mad scientists making monsters in labs, witches on brooms with the creepy black cats. It's time for scary films with friends, where your nightmares will begin. You are all invited if you dare to join Big Al for a cinematic scare. Ghosts and ghouls and tall hairy beasts, vampires, demons, and zombies will feast. Mad scientists making monsters in labs, witches on brooms with the creepy black cats. It's time for scary films with friends, where your nightmares will begin. You are all invited if you dare to join Big Al for a cinematic scare.
There'll be food and drink and ghosts, and perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited.
Starring Sissy Spacek, Piper Laurie, and introducing John Travolta in his first motion picture role. If you have a taste for terror, you have a date with Carrie.
Hello, Al pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends, the film from 1976, the very first Stephen King film ever, and it was also his first novel, I believe. Carrie, starring Sissy Spacek, and this is a first-time watch for me. I've never seen this film before, and so it's almost 50 years old. I'm finally getting around to seeing it. But before I go any further and introduce anybody, I do want to say the Cosme Link YouTube is having some issues with having links in the chat. But if you highlight it and click go to that, you can get there. Or hopefully you guys have it in your history and it should already be there. Can't do anything about it, but that is the address. You can also highlight and like paste it into another window, and that should work as well. Just wanted to get that out there because I saw Samuel Proctor had an issue with it. But anyway, yes, the film is Carrie, and the friends, of course. Let us start with a man who wishes he had William Katt's head of hair like that. Mr. Troy Pacelli, and Last Call with Troy Pacelli. How are you doing, sir? What you sipping tonight?
I'm having a Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I could never see myself as a blonde, but darn it, I'd take any hair. Any hair would be just fine. I could always dye it.
That is primo 70s hair, man.
It
That
sure is.
that
Absolutely.
is like Brady Bunch worthy right there.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty awesome hair. Of course, also joining us is Troy's better half. She's
Much
not
better.
feeling very well tonight, but that's okay. And of course, when she's not feeling well, she'll give Troy that look that Sissy Spacek gave that car before it went off the road. So let's be nice to her. How you doing, Natter? Thank you so much for joining us.
I've just had a headache. I've had one all day. I think it might have been exacerbated because I'm allergic to bleach, and I was cleaning something in the bathroom with bleach, and so the headache has just stayed with me, even though I went outside for a while to try and clear my head. But yeah, so I've had a headache all day, and I'm really hoping it goes away soon. I did pop aspirin. I am drinking water. I've got a cold pack on my neck. I'm doing all the usual things. I'm sure I'll live.
Wow,
I was drinking a Rockstar Energy Zero, but now it's tasting really sweet to me, so now I don't want it. So I'm going to stick to my water.
Oh, okay. I forgot to tell you what I was drinking. I have my sweet tea, of course, with a Mountain Dew Zero in reserve. And of course, next week it's going to be a Mountain Lion because Mountain Dew wasn't on sale. But I do have a couple left, so that's good. Also joining us tonight is the YouTube Ronin himself. He is the only one with actually the star of the picture in his avatar tonight. Deleted scenes. How are you doing, sir? Of course, Stephen Otten, as we all now know, is his true name. How are you doing, sir?
Oh, fair to partly cloudy. How about yourself?
I am doing very well. I took I took tonight off. Hopefully, any of you realize I have been working very hard on a 31-day, 310-word review event on my channel. This is day 4. Today's film was Frankenstein. Can you guess what tomorrow's going to be? Well, but yeah, no, I actually already did The Invisible Man.
Oh, did you? Okay.
In a retro review, I did The Invisible Man, and did I do The Invisible Man? I think I did. I thought I did. I don't know. It's not one of them, but Tomorrow's Bride of Frankenstein. Just everybody knows. But then I go, I get some obscure stuff, some normal stuff. I was just trying something this year to kind of celebrate the season, and that's kind of what I came up with. But where is it on? But I took the night off and watched the movie. I watched The Last Bus with Matthew McConaughey about the fire in California, and I will be getting a review up for that. Maybe tomorrow, Monday. We'll see what happens. I'm still in the middle of doing the other one, but yeah, good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. As I said, I have not seen Carrie, but I think everyone else here has. Am I correct?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Have any of you read the book?
Yes.
I can't remember.
Okay.
I actually, the first time I read it, and this is a bit of a rarity, I actually read the entire book in one sitting, like 8 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Yeah, Carrie, I believe, is Stephen King's first novel. He almost gave up on it. His wife read, it was like halfway in the trash, set aside. She was reading it. It's like, this is the one. And freshened it up, and she was right. And it became his first hit. And I also want to clarify, I know Stephen King's a bit of a sensitive subject lately because of, Twitter, because everybody says stupid stuff on Twitter sometimes. But my point of view, and I said this when I did The Long Walk, there are a lot of people who make a movie. It's not just Stephen King. He only got a couple $1,000s for the film. That's all he got for the film rights. But yeah, I mean, we can celebrate, like I said, Sissy Spacek's performance, everybody else in the film. So, yeah, it's easy to cast a whole thing aside because of one guy's dumb remarks, but that's why I'm still doing. It does end up, 2 Stephen King films this month on Saturday because we're doing Silver Bullet in a couple weeks, 3 weeks actually. We'll get to that later too. But so that's why I'm doing Carrie, and it's not because of any support. It's just because it's a cool movie that I've been wanting to watch. It is very much a part of the cultural zeitgeist. I think I used that term right. I'm not sure. I'm never sure about some terms that just sound so cool. I'm not sure if I use them right. But just thought it'd be a fun movie to share. Like I said, it is. I didn't see if it was anywhere else available for those who might come late. Let me do a quickie thing here. I'd like to know in chat. Tell me if you have or haven't seen the movie MGM Plus with subscription. Basically need a subscription or rent it to watch it. So, but not tonight. Tonight you get to watch it free on the Cosby link, which is at the top, which you'll have to highlight and go to that way. So, anybody got anything they want to share before we go? You guys ready to go? Ready to go? Ready to go to the prom with the coal miner's daughter.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, you ready to go, Troy?
Yeah, go for it. Oh yeah,
and
I'm waiting on the countdown. Yeah.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Grr.
United Artists. I've never seen that
particular logo.
intro.
Yeah, it is pretty unique. Yeah.
Palmanage. Brian De Palma.
All right, now this opening is going to be interesting to say the least. Let's be adults, guys.
I was checking out my copy of it, and
I do want to point out that, like so many movies, although this may take place in a high school, all the actors are over 18. Okay.
Yeah.
Carrie.
In fact, some of them are considerably over 18.
But of course, just to be my normal self, hello.
Yeah, exactly.
I like to do that when they have these kind of scenes. Hello. PJ Souls. I didn't know PJ Souls was in this. Of course,
yes.
Yeah, in fact, she was
things.
supposed to have a much smaller role, but because of an improv she did during the volleyball scene, De Palma decided, let's keep her around. She's good.
Well, and also Amy Irving was originally going to be Carrie.
Yes, that's true.
And Sissy Spacek was brought to attention by her husband, Jack Fisk, who was a art director, and says, my wife could do this. And excuse me, sorry, got distracted there for a second.
Distracted by Nancy Allen there.
Got a little distracted. But Carrie, Sissy Spacek came in, and because she's a method actor, she greased her hair down, didn't wash, had a weird like sailor dress on, and was Carrie.
Yeah. In fact, this is also interesting. Sissy Spacek's upcoming scenes here filmed, although the establishing shot shows her in the room with all the rest of the girls. All of these scenes, she was on her own. She was alone on the set.
But also, Brian De Palma had to convince the girls to do it. And when they knew, I think having Sissy do it and Sissy kind of like saying, "I'm, boom, here you go." It convinced a lot of them. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. Ooh, a little bit of an outie. Wow, they were really taking their time with this scene, aren't they?
I think it kind of leads to the whole twist here.
Uh-oh, got the soap.
And welcome to
completely changes the tone.
I think she's supposed to be what, 16, 17?
Right.
Kind of a late bloomer there, or something else going on.
But no one ever told her about her period.
Yeah.
No. Well, the establishing story here is that her mother's very, very religious and she's very, very repressed. So again, editing here, most of the scenes where she's in the shower, she's not even in the same room with them. She doesn't even know what that is.
This Mean Girls prequel is weird.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. This is also Amy Irving's practice for torturing Steven Spielberg.
Well, yes, good point.
In fact, it was on this film he met Amy Irving. Because he's a friend of De Palma, and he came on because De Palma said there's some cute girls down here. And Spielberg was hitting on all of them, and Amy Irving was the only one that agreed.
So Betty Buckley was 28 at the time of filming, only 2 years older than Sissy Spacek, and 3 years older than Nancy Allen and PJ Souls, who play her students. Mm-hmm. Foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I get, teenagers being cruel and, picking on and stuff like that. But my question would be, would the girls be wasting all of those feminine hygiene products knowing that in a week or two, they could need them themselves?
They'll be replenished in the machines.
You can't guarantee that. I'm sure there's a lot of situations where it's like, well, we ran out of budget. You blew it.
Have you forgotten I'm a female who went to high school? They fill those up like weekly.
Okay. I'll take you at your word on that.
Well, she's, Netter, you are the female authority on this show. So.
Yeah.
Well, it's like they have to because they don't know how many girls are going to be on their cycle at that time. So they're filled up weekly.
Well, you have those. We have urinals. So, it's all different.
But then I also remember the 3 weeks that we went without napkins in the cafeteria. So sorry, we're out. They won't be in until next month.
This was also the way that when I was in high school, this was the way that the girls used to clear the guys from the room. Was just start talking about menstrual cycles and
that's true.
It would all
that's
be out
true.
of there like a scout on a new ride.
For fun fact, Betty Buckley was
blood
in,
on her shorts.
Yeah.
So Torrance like, here's the fun fact: Betty Buckley was in this movie, and she would later play Margaret White in the musical adaptation of the show.
Oh, interesting.
She was the only good thing about it. They made a Carrie musical.
Yeah,
Weird.
I saw it as yeah. They'll make a musical out of any darn thing.
Well, there was a sequel, and I think there's been now 2 remakes.
Yeah, I remember the sequel.
The Rage, Carrie 2.
Carrie
yeah.
2. Ooh.
And because
That's
there was
the other.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that's the other thing about a show taking place in the 70s. You got the teacher there in the office just smoking, just it's what you do.
No, it's what they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Sir Torn. I cannot see Carrie as a musical.
Here, what would the first song be? I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. Oh, help me, please. I'm bleeding. I mean, come on.
I actually didn't bother with the sequel or I started watching. There were 2 remakes. There was one that was into theaters, which is the one with Chloe Grace Moretz.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was the one that ran on NBC that had Angela Bettis as Carrie, who's pretty good casting, actually.
This makes it look like a Halloween sidequel.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of does, yeah.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't, if they didn't have some of the same filming locations like that.
Yeah, I thought the same thing when I saw the street. I was like, that sidewalk seems familiar.
Yeah. So, although there were 3 versions of Carrie and a sequel at this point, in 1976, this was the only version that Stephen King likes.
Right.
In fact, when they were planning a remake of this version in 2013, he openly asked the question, "Why?" When the original is so good. It's probably the most intelligent thing Stephen King ever said. Stephen King even likes this version better than his own novel, and says it's much better than the book.
Well, as was said in the chat, the book is told later after it's all happened.
Right.
It's from the perspectives of
I got to make an observation here. Piper Laurie, totally looks like Sissy Spacek's mom.
Could be, yeah. That perfect, not only casting but dressing. Piper Laurie was retired from the movie business after The Hustler in 1961. When the script for Carrie came her way, she initially didn't understand the script at all, thinking it rather cliched, until her husband pointed out that De Palma usually took a comedic approach to his work. When she reread the screenplay with that viewpoint, the part of Margaret White made a lot more sense to Laurie. According to her, she honestly thought her character was too over-the-top fanatical to be taken seriously. Brian De Palma had to take her to the side and personally tell her that this was a horror movie and not a black comedy, and she thought it was. Even so, she would constantly burst out into laughter between takes, because not only was her characterization and wardrobe laughable in her eyes, but the dialogue itself was humorous for her. To this day, she still refers to and maintains, well, until she died, I should say, the movie as a black comedy.
Sorry, who was
Priscilla,
you thought of it this way?
Piper Laurie.
Oh.
Priscilla Pointer there, the
Mm-hmm.
Amy Irving's mom in the film, is also her mom in real life, I think.
Yep. In fact, there's a cool bit of trivia that should probably be saved till the end of the movie. I mean, related to that. what I'm saying.
Really, all that. I meant to get around to it.
That's weird. Piper Laurie at one point previously had dated Ronald Reagan.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
He got around
Yeah.
at the time. Yeah.
From the Gipper to Ben Horn, let me tell you.
Hey. And they both cleaned up their act. Oh, ow. Yeah. Fuck off.
Okay, I don't remember that being in the Bible.
Yeah, she has a lot of quotations of the Bible and misinterpretations from standard interpretations of the scripture. She does even get right.
Yeah, I've seen a number of people like on film and in real life who you would consider religious zealots that get a lot of this wrong.
Yeah.
Even in if you remember in Sling Blade, when he has the scene with his father, he goes, a lot you told me about the Bible wasn't in there.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I always talk about being a Berean. When you hear someone say something is in the Bible, don't take them at their word. Mm-hmm. Look up the scripture and see if what they say is true.
Yeah, it's like I was mentioning, I think it was on last night's stream, or maybe the Thursday things, I remember. That Troy and I had gone to a Catholic service. I think it was we were going for somebody's baptism, their child's baptism, and the priest was saying some really interesting things. So I went up to him afterwards and I said, can you tell me the chapter and verse in the Bible where I could find those? I want to read more about them. They're really interesting. And he just said, they're in there. Yes, but where are they in there? Because I want to read more about it. He just got really obnoxious with me. He's like, they're in there. And he stormed off. It's like, okay. And then Troy had to educate me that priests don't know jack.
So the other thing I wanted to point out too is you can fixate if you choose to on the religiosity of the mother, but clearly she's got some mental problems. She's got some insanity going on here.
What's
so
with the glowy eyes?
Yeah.
And plus Jesus looks a lot like Ted Nugent.
That wasn't supposed to be Jesus. That was supposed to be Saint Sebastian.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why he had all the
pierced by arrows. Yeah. But I don't care what icon it's supposed to be. That was creepy looking.
Is that Sebastian or Stephen?
Sebastian.
It was Sebastian? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So Sissy Spacek was, huh?
I said this Mommy Dearest sequel is weird.
Well, it's pretty spot on.
Yeah, so Tori
Jesus there, yeah.
And here's another problem. She got tampons or pads at school.
She didn't know how to use them.
Let me finish. She doesn't have any at home.
Right.
She's supposed to take care of herself.
Right. Exactly. Well, again, clearly her mother, you know, I don't care how religious you are, you understand human biology that you have to deal with.
Do you recognize those music notes?
Yeah, that's from Psycho.
Psycho. They wanted Bernard Herrmann to do the music, but he had passed away.
Did you catch the name of the high school?
Bates. Yep.
Bates High School. Yeah. I mean, the whole idea of suggesting that because she got her period, there's some sort of sin involved. It's like, my only sin was not having had sex and gotten pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, she probably doesn't understand that either. Anyway, Sissy Spacek was 25 at the time, and the novel has her being 17.
Mm-hmm.
So big age difference.
That wasn't outside of the norm for the time, though.
No. And well, obviously, because again, the opening scene, those girls all better be over 18.
Yeah.
Okay, did you see that? She had fixed the mirror before her mother got up the stairs. It still had 2 cracks in it, but she had fixed the mirror.
Yeah.
I remember something Luke Perry said on they were still doing 90210. And he said, I'm so glad they got us out of school because my hairline wasn't going to, I couldn't fake it anymore. That was funny. But of course, this movie, nobody has a problem with hair because everybody has that big 70s poofy hair.
Until they came around to the front to show us William Cat. I thought it was a girl.
Believe it or not.
I was thinking the same thing. I was waiting for an opening and you beat me to it.
Okay, so this is the one that I think is the most important piece of trivia to bring up. George Lucas and Brian De Palma held joint auditions for Carrie and Star Wars. There is a long-standing rumor that originally Sissy Spacek was cast as Princess Leia and Carrie Fisher as Carrie, but when Fisher refused to appear in nude scenes and Spacek was willing to do them, they switched parts. However, Fisher refuted this story in a Premiere Magazine article called "The Force Wasn't With Them" about actors who auditioned unsuccessfully for Star Wars. That article quoted Fisher as saying, "Not only do I love being nude, I would have been nude then, but anyway, it's total BS that Fisher refused to play Carrie." Again, I love this split screen.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Yeah.
You can tell where like there's that blur exposure area.
Yes, exactly. But again, related to the joint audition, of course, you know, William Cat auditioned for the role of Luke Skywalker. I kind of think he would have made a great Luke Skywalker too.
He does look a lot like what's his name?
Yeah.
Sidney Lassick there, the teacher, was a really good character actor.
Yeah.
You see him a lot, but you don't know his name.
He was an alligator as well.
Yes, he was. Man, look at them heels they got on them shoes.
Do you recognize her?
Yeah, just
Edie McClurg, yeah.
Yep, Edie McClurg.
Now we know that's a phrase you've never heard before, but the Stripes prequel is weird.
Yeah.
I like that she's got a rainbow on her hat.
You're
right. Rainbow that symbolizes, you know, a rainbow.
Yeah, exactly. I I could see this as a prequel to Stripes. Well, except for how this ends.
Yeah. Yes, but what about Ben Tramer? Damn it. Justice for Ben Tramer.
It is weird to see Edie
Mrs. Poole.
McClurg so young.
I don't know her real name. I just know her as Mrs. Poole.
Yeah, Mrs. Poole, exactly. Yeah, no, Edie McClure. Then you're not going to prom.
I wonder who that girl with the long dark hair behind Nancy Allen is, because she's cute. Kind of has like a young Demi Moore look.
Kind of, yeah. Bounce, 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 bounce.
Hey, how come PG Souls gets red shorts? Everybody else has got black.
I don't know.
Because she's got a red hat. I mean, I actually think that's the reason. She had a red hat in the volleyball scene, and she like hit somebody with it, and she kind of
she slapped Carrie on the head that when they were leaving.
Right.
Well, they're going to be in shape.
Get ready for the prom. That's right. You know,
be able to perform.
You were mentioning that, they thought someone thought they were doing a comedy. You can see why.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There are parts of this movie that are very funny.
Yeah.
In fact, Nancy Allen claims she never realized her character was going to be so evil until she saw the finished film. She thought she and John Travolta were playing such self-centered, bickering morons that they were just there for comic relief.
Well, that's one thing that's different between this and the book is they're pretty much just they're straight up a-holes in the book.
Well, the other difference is the perspective that the story is told from. Remember, we're seeing this in third person fairly objectively.
Mm-hmm.
When these actors are looking, they're only seeing their own character, and they're going, oh my God, I can't buy this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Bam!
Whoa! Love the 70s.
I didn't. I was into happening, you bitch.
Yeah, you're spoiled little
Like
brat.
even her friends are realizing she's a bitch.
Yeah. Go to the band.
What's her backstory? Was she in the military? I just have to wonder.
I don't think they.
You want
I don't think they
the love?
say here or in the book.
You don't want any more?
No,
Okay.
it tastes sweet to me, and I don't like the sweet.
I understand.
And also remember the word abacadabra.
Right.
Hocus
Well-
cadabra. Walla Walla, Washington. Sorry. Right.
Abracapocus. I think they make great use of this whole concept of the pseudo-scientific concept of psychokinesis, well, telekinesis, I think they called it here, and mystical, mysticism, magic, that is how her mother would perceive it.
There's a lot of curl on both of them. Samuel Proctor said, I just remember my high school PE coach snapped and pummeled a kid who was pushing his buttons. He was normally kind of a pushover coach, but that day he just snapped.
Hmm.
Kids are lucky that teachers don't snap as much as they could.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Oh, yeah. Now, here's something that's a bit of a misnomer. Now, they say that this was John Travolta's first movie. That's not entirely true. There's a movie before this called The Devil's Reign with William Shatner, Ernest Borgnine, and Tom Skerritt. It's a small part, and he doesn't have very much, if any, in terms of dialogue, but you can tell it's him. Michael Talbot, pre-Miami Vice.
There is no way he was able to open that beer without it spraying in his face. Not after the way he caught it. Well, it is
I
foaming.
guess a little bit. We now return to Dazed and Confused, already in progress.
Oh, boy.
Jesus! Fire!
They should have called her Karen because pretty much what she
Yeah.
is.
Turn his car around.
Well, Sarah Proctor said the guy was fired. It was on camera.
I do think we have a problem though with kids and discipline because they know what they can get away with, and they're in for a very rude awakening when someday they go too far.
Too far with the wrong person.
Yep.
They're
Well,
watching
this is
someone
good.
with James Garner.
James
Yeah.
Garner.
Slugbug Red.
Okay, that scene seems irrelevant to everything else going on.
What, the red slug bug?
Them watching some movie with.
Oh no, it's just that they were studying. And
Yeah.
the
He wasn't
TV
studying. He was watching.
He was studying, yeah.
And it's also the showing the difference between them and these
Right.
two nitwits.
Exactly. Okay, yeah, now I'm starting to see where she could mistake this for comic relief because they are over the top.
All I see is Vinnie Barbarino, man.
Well, that's why his casting here is so good, because he's kind of like the dark. This is what Vinny would really be like in real life, or at least if there wasn't like a Mr. Cotter around. You know?
He's the mirror universe, Vinnie Barbarino.
Yeah, right.
Mirror universe,
Exactly.
Vinny. Yeah.
The editor of the film, Paul Hirsch's credit appears at the same time as Nancy Allen appears in the locker room fully naked. Paul
I didn't notice.
Exactly. Paul recalls his friends coming up to him and asking, "How come your name isn't on the movie?"
Okay, he's hit her a couple times now. Some guy ever hit me, I'd be punching him back.
Yeah, but you're also not as see you next Tuesday like she
Screwed
is.
up. Yeah.
I mean, she's literally pushing to get.
I've never heard that. See you next Tuesday.
Really? Okay.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah, put the initials together.
Yeah, he knows.
I know
He got it.
No, I got it. I just had never heard that before.
Of course, you got to wonder kind of what her sort of home life and upbringing is if she sees something in this guy, you know?
Yeah.
Also, this blowout prequel is weird.
Okay, how is she saying?
I was just wondering the same thing.
Like, how is she talking with her, mouth full?
Wait, what?
Who?
Huh?
Who we talking about? Why? What?
Yeah, how is she talking with her mouth?
I have no idea. Don't talk with your mouth full, girl.
Yeah, it wasn't. I went, hey, what? Hi. Hi, you want a black swan to prom with me? Because it's Friday. This is not going to be easy. Or I'll cave your head in.
I do find this interesting. John Travolta, who was then the star of Welcome Back, Kotter, got second billing on the poster behind Sissy Spacek, even though he played a minor character.
She does. She reminds me of a girl I went to school with when I was in Catholic school. Very plain looking girl, but I saw several years after high school, I saw her picture from high school, and 4 years later than I had known her. And man, talk about going out of your awkward phase into becoming the swan.
Okay, this is another interesting, and it makes total sense. John Travolta auditioned on a lunch break while filming Welcome Back, Kotter. He showed up to his audition dressed as Vinnie Barbarino.
Yeah.
She does have nice cheekbones.
Where are you going with this, ma'am? Well, it's obvious. This woman is crazy. I've got to do something here. Sorry.
Is Betty Buckley the one that was in Eight Is Enough?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That felt like it was a tacked on scene just to have PJ Soul give PJ Soul some screen time.
Exactly. I believe that's exactly the case.
Yep.
What if you want to count sheep? We are dumb teenagers. I mean, I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Yeah. He does have that look on his face. Like,
He's
what
like-
the hell do you want from me?
Yeah. Deer in a headlight.
Okay, I had to look it up. I tend to do this with movies. I wonder whether the books that you see are real or not. The Secret Science Behind Miracles is a real book written by Max Friedman Long. On the other hand, the Philosophy of Time Travel from Donnie Darko is absolutely not a real book. The jury's still out on the Necronomicon.
Well, it's out there. Maybe not in a particular version.
You might like this. Brian De Palma wanted Betty Buckley to really slap Nancy Allen. Because Allen couldn't get the reaction De Palma wanted, Buckley ended up slapping her as many as 30 times.
Wow.
You call suffering for your art.
Yeah. this is interesting. Brian De Palma filmed a TV-friendly version of the locker room scene, which featured all the actresses wearing very strategically covered towels. This was for network airing of Carrie. You can find the PG-13 TV version of the locker room scene on YouTube.
Why would anybody want to?
What would be the point, really? Yeah. No. Okay. Oh boy.
Think you're making enough noise?
Yeah, that's a good point, sir. Yeah, Samuel. The film version wastes no time. It cuts to the chase.
Yeah. Considering like some of his other work, like It, which took 2 movies to film.
I don't remember that scene.
She was enjoying that a little bit more than. Nice little lightning thunder timing there.
Yeah, it's like I want to know where's Daddy, because something tells me that Mama was a teenage pregnancy girl.
There's a lot you can, and I don't know if this relates to the characters in the book, but as they're depicted in this film, you can draw a lot of inferences about the backgrounds of these characters. I can imagine a history for Piper Laurie's character. I can imagine a history for Nancy Allen's character too, and it's not pretty.
They do. There was a husband. There was a father. How Carrie was conceived, I will talk about off camera. But let's say she doesn't make it easy.
Like Geek Flag's wondering, it's like, how did this woman ever get pregnant to have a kid?
Yeah, like I said, off camera. Well, that's one way of saying it.
Okay, so Daddy left.
Ooh, she grew up hair.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, this story could have gone a completely different way. She discovers her powers, and she could have gone all scanners on her mother.
Her mother looks possessed. It's a good thing she knows how to sew, because that's going to be a pretty dress when she's done.
I'll get mine. I eventually wind up in the forest with one John Rambo. Doesn't end well. You know who this movie needs? Dee Khan.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Especially for the musical.
It's almost like Edie McClurg is the dime store Dee Khan in this film.
Yeah.
Though she's not in and of herself a dime store actor. PJ Soul's a very colorful dresser.
Yes.
You could tell by the way I use my... Oh, sorry.
Yeah. It was very much of its time.
Yeah, we're about to see this go completely into De Palma wacky land here in a minute. Hey, you're going to pay for all that, right?
Okay, those are testers, and a lot of people have used them. Okay, she puts on a little bit and goes, yeah.
And that is one big bow tie.
He looks stupid. See how her mirror's all cracked up?
Yep.
But she had put it back up there together when her mother came up the stairs.
That line is specifically because it was read in the book and translated into the script, and it was never actually changed. So the thing about it being pink was actually an ad lib.
My bad. Sorry.
Actually, guys have them too.
Yeah. In fact, I think mine are
more than
bigger than
women.
hers.
Well, yeah.
The 70s, in the
Yeah.
middle of the sexual revolution, they all wore clothes and guaranteed they wouldn't get laid. That was a good one.
I'm gonna guess that when she bought the lipstick and the mascara, the cosmetics girl showed her how to put it on.
Perhaps.
Ooh, a little second
Yeah.
push.
Fine, I'll take her to the prom. You were 3. Yeah? Okay. Oh, sorry.
What
Midnight.
gets me is that her room is in the attic.
I just confirmed.
Sarah Walker, dang, we're already at the prom pickup. Yep.
I just confirmed that this is Edie McClure's first film.
Mm.
Love Among the Stars. Well, you know what they say about love. It's exciting and new. All aboard. They are expecting you.
I get so lost sometimes. Dancing with myself.
Yeah.
Woo, get down.
Don't know the song, but it's kind of catchy.
Name of the song is Education Blues. The name of the band is Vance or Towers. And the song appeared on their self-titled album in 75.
Kind of reminds me of Smoking in the Boys' Room.
Kind of, yeah.
I do like that little star centerpiece thing there.
And she's still wearing that stupid cap. Who goes to prom wearing a ball cap?
Once that scene was the establishing thing for her character, it was kept.
I had a junior and a senior prom.
I think we just had senior.
What was that?
I think we just had a senior prom. I mean, they had like a few other dances during the year. They had like a winter one, and
God bless you.
Thank you.
bless you.
Thank you.
I had a sneezing fit. When was it? Last night. It was last night. I had put a lot of pepper on my salad, and I was eating. And I almost like inhaled a full cherry tomato because you get that little intake before you breathe.
Yeah,
Before you sneeze.
yeah.
I was like, no! So it's like I wanted to sneeze, but the breath wouldn't get it. It just was like
Right.
a very bad situation.
I mean, Sissy Spacek is really pretty.
She is.
Yeah.
But I think it's not so much how she looks; it's more the way she acts.
Yeah, she presents herself.
Yeah.
Although I still can't quite get the extreme method acting, which apparently she loves.
Yeah.
Just over the top.
Yeah, she told the girls, she's like, I love all of you guys, but I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to hang around you during the film.
And for the scenes at later on when she's covered in blood, that was done over 3 days, and she wouldn't wash off the blood for 3 days for continuity reasons.
Okay, that's a little much.
That's what I said too.
I can get the one thing, but not washing the blood. Who are you, Daniel Day-Lewis? Not going to.
And for her to say that the reason was for continuity reasons, it's like, let the director worry about
He
continuity.
would have people for that, I would hope.
If it's that important, he'll get it all in 1 day's take.
Yeah. Now, the interesting thing with Tommy's that he genuinely starts to like her.
Yeah.
That's the kind of the sad thing about it.
He's actually, I mean, he's doing it for a good reason. As is Amy Irving. They felt sorry for her.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little weird for him because he likes Amy Irving. Sue.
Does he? I don't know. By this,
it is kind of nice, but it's also kind of low-key cruel if you think about it, right? Because if they really wanted to help her and be kind, they would get her a date and say you guys can go as friends or whatever. This sets her up to have a broken heart when she realizes he's just doing it to be nice and isn't really interested in her.
no, but that's what I'm saying. What I think he genuinely is starting to get interested.
Yeah, because he's
I
kissing
see
her.
what you're saying.
Her first dance, her first kiss.
Which is also not cool because he's got a girlfriend. It's like,
I also like how they filmed this scene. They were on a turntable and the camera was going the other direction.
yeah.
So you'll probably say this is a great one take. You're right. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And the reason that filming technique is so effective is because you realize that not only are you moving around them quickly, but they are spinning too quickly in relationship to their surroundings as well, which makes it seem unreal. your brain knows that something's not quite right, but until you know how it's filmed, you don't understand why you feel that way.
Yeah. We borrowed the turntable from UA Bowl and we're going with it.
Because you can tell, I don't know if they spin it faster, or if they're actually spinning it up as well.
I would be get me off this thing.
Get me off this crazy thing.
James, stop this crazy thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, no, that's a question.
Yeah, I started getting the impression around this time that he's realizing she's really a nice girl, and he doesn't want to do any of this stuff to her.
Well, he doesn't know what's going on.
Right.
He's just there with her.
Yeah.
But he also knows that his girlfriend is trying to set her up, so he knows she's really a nice girl.
No, I don't think Sue knows what they're up to.
No, she's the one who is setting up the pig's blood and everything.
No, that's Chris. That's
Oh.
Nancy Allen. No, Amy Irving doesn't know anything about it, I don't think.
Well, it's her boyfriend.
No, her boyfriend's Vinnie Barbarino. Amy Irving's boyfriend is William Catt.
The blonde that wasn't supposed to go to prom, her boyfriend is John Travolta.
Right. Those two right there.
The brunette, right. Yeah, those two are together. But the brunette, who was Tommy's girlfriend and said for him to take Carrie to the prom, she's going to be there too and is in on this whole let's get Carrie thing.
So I thought she wasn't in on it.
No. Sue has no idea. Sue or Tommy have no idea of what Chris and Billy are doing.
There's definitely a separation in her relationship with Nancy Allen's character since the slapping incident.
And these two's job is to basically rig this thing so that they can get Carrie on stage. So they are regular American high schoolers. They've learned how to rig an election.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where's Matthew Broderick and Reese Witherspoon?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good movie.
It
took me a while to see that when I finally watched it. I'm like, this was fun.
See, she's there because she knows what's going to happen. And that's Tommy's girlfriend.
Well, are you sure she's just not there to like kind of spy?
Yeah, because she told PJ Souls what was going to happen.
Oh, I missed that.
I said she's in on it.
Well, she's there to stop it at this point, though. And that's one of the things the movie glosses over, that they go deeper into both.
Oh.
Saber Proctor saying his senior prom was canceled, class of 2020.
Yeah, I don't think he knows anything about what's going on.
No.
But
Oh
his
no, he
girlfriend,
has no
the
idea.
Block and John Travolta definitely do. And PJ Souls.
Oh, well, PJ definitely does, yeah.
Okay, well then I think you're really going to enjoy the ending of the film then, Netter.
I've seen the film several times.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I know what happens now. You hear things, you come across things.
I still think the baseball cap looks stupid.
Oh, I'm kind of digging it at this point.
I'm fine with it.
Not at prom. You don't wear that to prom.
I find it very difficult to get mad at PJ Souls. I'm just saying.
Well, especially what happens to her on Halloween.
Well,
yeah. Sammy says, but I did take a girl to the prom when I was a sophomore and she was a senior. Right on. Good for you, dude.
Well, maybe she doesn't know about the pig's blood because she just saw the rope move and was like, hey, what's that? Okay, where's his crown? Because as the king, he should be having his crown or scepter or whatever.
And what could be the fairy tale ending.
Yeah.
But no, we're in Stephen King land.
See, yeah, she just realized it's a rope, so I guess she didn't know what was going on.
No, yeah.
I mean, that is a fairly elaborate setup. They really did prepare for this.
Yeah, see, she doesn't know what was going on.
No.
I thought she did because she was whispering to PJ Souls. I guess what she was telling her is that, Tommy's going to take her, and isn't that going to be funny?
Yes, it's about to be extremely unfunny.
They really don't rush this, do they? They really.
It's
build the anticipation. Yeah, exactly.
This is the whole De Palma thinking he's Hitchcock thing.
And she knows something's up because she saw her come out.
I don't remember this part of the far pavilions from before.
My God, she is a slapper.
Yeah.
But she's trying to tell her they're under the stairs. They're going to do something.
No, no, no. You were not in the people under the stairs. There was Ed and Nadine. No, that
It all
was
comes back to
literally
Twin
Ed and
Peaks,
Nadine.
doesn't it?
Yes.
She tried to tell you. She tried to tell you. What the hell? Yeah. He had no idea.
Yeah. And neither did his girlfriend.
And there he goes.
Okay, but the bucket shouldn't have hit him hard enough to like kill him.
Yeah, well, we're in Stephen King land, so yeah, he's toast.
It doesn't. From what I'm reading, the book made it clear he was concussed, and what kills him is what happens next.
Well, yeah, that works too.
It's the symbols. Well, there's them eyes.
I would like to think that most people would not be laughing at this. They would have the same reaction that William Catt did. But
Comments?
about the last month, I've started to think that there's enough people in this world that would find this funny.
And I don't know why she envisioned the teacher laughing at her, because the teacher wouldn't have been laughing at her.
When PJ Souls was hit by the hose, it ruptured her eardrum.
For reals?
For reals.
Ooh.
Ouch.
How did it rupture her eardrum?
Oh, pressure.
Yeah, oh yeah.
She got hit in the head with it.
No, the pressure. Well, and that.
And that.
Right there.
Yeah.
Fire hoses are powerful.
Yeah.
God, them crazy eyes are awesome.
Okay, so they were carrying William Catt out.
Oh.
She just killed the teacher.
Yes, she did.
But the teacher was always for her.
She was laughing.
She doesn't die in the book.
I don't think she really was.
She was. The book makes it clear that she was laughing. Not necessarily because she's a rotten person, but you get caught up in the everyone else is laughing kind of thing.
laugh and the world laughs with you kind of thing.
Also in the book, she survives, but then quits because she feels responsible, at least in part.
Okay, so how did she start the fire?
Probably from the electricity in the water.
Oh, maybe.
Or maybe she's got a little bit of pyrokinetic abilities as well.
No, I think it's because you could hear the bzz, bzz sounds
exactly. Not to mention all the tissue paper, decorating the place.
So I'm gonna guess that the guys that were carrying Tommy out are now all dead, and so is Tommy because of the fire.
Yeah, they're all gone. Yeah.
But Tommy had nothing to do with it. Okay, those two got away.
Did they? Boom.
Well, not anymore.
Grease lightning.
Yeah, right.
Welcome Back, Kotter has officially been canceled.
Right, exactly. So you get special attention.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah Proxy, in the book, there's a vivid image and explanation of why everyone, including the teacher, found it funny. She was all in red, but when her eyes opened, it was like a cartoon to them.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. That actually, the way she plays the role, I get that description.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, think her mother's got enough candles up there.
Keeping in mind her mom is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
I think the clinical term is completely wackadoo.
She's nuck and futz?
Nuck and futz, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, if that was supposed to be blood, it should be brown by now.
No, not until it's completely dried, and it's not.
There's a lot of dried spots, though, that should be brown.
It takes a while to oxidize. We also don't know exactly how far she is from the school. I got the impression it wasn't far. That's a fire hazard.
Yep.
Just be careful not to catch her dress on fire as she goes up the stairs.
I know.
This is like alterations.
Serious fire hazard.
And she lost her shoes somewhere.
Well, graduation ought to be easy. Senior class 2.
Yeah, exactly. 2. Actually, there's probably more because I'm sure there's a lot of kids that didn't go at all.
Yeah, but still.
What a mess.
It's almost like a complete circle from the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, this time, instead of it being her period, it's something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have used their shower instead of tub, but
It doesn't look like she's got a shower curtain. All the water would go behind the
Yeah,
tub.
exactly.
Connie Claire says, been a while since she saw this film.
It makes
I
you
guess
wonder if we. I don't want to say anything because you got to see how this story ends.
Well, mama.
In the morning, it would be, how'd it go? Well, do you remember the end of Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Considering that she's a pale blonde, her hair is really dark there. She's got a serious case of the frizzies.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all were married, then nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, but she's knucking futz, remember?
Nuts, yeah. Oh my God, the sizzling blade. Ugh.
She is definitely knucking futz.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure she went to school with Pamela Voorhees.
Ooh, a peeler.
Yeah. Clearly meant to evoke the Saint Sebastian.
She put a little English on that last one.
Oh, yeah. It's interesting that she's got
Yeah.
something sticking out of her chest and her lungs haven't collapsed, but whatever.
No, I was thinking, wait a minute, did she just? Yes. Okay. Too much.
Oh yeah, she's yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She died
I think-
happy, apparently.
I think she was kind of into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just lucky her eyes aren't glowing.
Well, alrighty then.
This is going to be a little tough to explain.
Honestly, if she were to walk out of the house and leave, there's still a really good chance that at least one of those candles is going to cause the house to burn down.
Well, the other thing is she was stabbed in the back, so she's got an injury.
Yeah, a pretty
Yeah,
serious internal bleed.
Yeah.
Possibly kidney. It is survivable, but
I would advise it. You know.
but she would need to get medical attention.
You need to undo the other hand.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
No, she's just going to destroy the house around them.
Yep.
Now, in the book, I do believe she did try to leave, and then die some distance away.
Wasn't it like a rain of stones, like a stoning? Because sin
There's the
stoning.
fire.
Well, it was bound to happen with all those candles.
In there in the prayer closet. Okay, I've never seen a house sink as it caught fire. It's like this Poltergeist prequel is weird.
Well, no, it's a mostly wooden house with a basement.
That is so creepy.
Yeah.
If that thing cracks a smile, that's going to be so creepy.
Yeah.
I think it was really creepy is the real hair.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, it's not even sculpted. It's real hair. Or yarn or whatever it is. But.
Samuel Parker says in the book she set half the town on fire. That's true too. But
Right.
I could, that would have been probably out of the budget for this.
Right.
I think in the Chloe Grace
somehow
Moretz
she got
version, that does
Oh
happen.
no,
but
she was thrown out by the
Yes.
by
So
the-
Sue Snell and her mother Eleanor are played by real life daughter and mother Amy Irving and Patricia Pointer.
Mhm.
In the last scene of the film, Amy Irving's outburst so terrified her real life mother Priscilla that she screamed out Amy instead of Sue. She had never seen her daughter that hysterical and called out her real name in concern. However, the loud ending music covers the mistake.
When did that happen?
It's about to.
Oh, and there's also another interesting continuity error that's going to take place here very shortly.
The car
You see
driving
the
backwards.
car's going
Yeah.
backwards. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, because this scene was filmed
Yeah.
in reverse
Yeah,
to
good.
make it
Yeah.
that
Kinda-
unnaturalness.
But yeah, that uncanny, creepy feel.
It's very
since it's
Nightmare
a-
on Elm Street descending.
It is. And this is a dream sequence, so the idea of the car going backwards isn't a terrible thing.
They should have put some powder on her part so it doesn't glare with
Yeah,
the
I know.
light.
The for sale sign basically makes a cross. That's the creepy thing.
Then Carrie White burns in hell.
Yeah.
Hello.
Mhm.
You're right. It does come off as very Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay, I just watched Mom's mouth and she just did say, Amy, it's
Yeah.
all right. It's all right.
Mm.
Yeah. But it's true. You can't hear it over the music.
No, but if you can lip read,
Yeah.
and I could do a little bit.
Yeah.
The interesting use of all
Yeah.
short, small letters like that.
Yeah. And in
Lowercase.
red, it's just very, very creepy. It's just
Yeah.
very, very creepy.
Lowercase letters are so underrated.
That's why my reviews for this month are the red with the black.
Yeah.
That was cool. I know it cut a lot out of the book, but I kind of like that nice, tight little hour and a half runtime.
Yeah, it'd been a while since I'd seen it, so I'd forgotten that she burnt down the house and all that. But I did remember the hand coming up to grab her.
Mm.
So there was a sequel to this?
Yes.
How? Carrie's dead.
Yeah.
I forget. I know it's The Rage, Carrie.
Yeah.
2. I'm not
The Rage, Carrie 2.
starring
and
Emily
it's-
Virgil, by the way, because
Yeah.
I thought she was cute.
From, what was
Uh,
that show she was on? Southland?
She was on Taken. I know that too. She was in
Taken.
the Taken
Yeah.
series.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, Sissy Spacek was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actress and Piper Laurie for Supporting Actress.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. I did not know that. Nominated for a Saturn Award for Best Horror Film, but did not win. Let's see. Sissy Spacek did win the Best Actress in the National Society of Film Critics Awards.
Samuel Proctor. Somehow Carrie returned.
Well, I don't think it's not like the same characters. I forget how it was linked.
Well, Amy Irving is in both films. So she's the link.
She's okay. So
Yeah, she comes back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just another kid with someone else with the same power.
Yeah.
She's she's a guidance counselor. Okay. Yeah.
For those of you that are like Stephen King, book fans, I know that he's written a lot of these to take place in the same shared universe. Is there a connection between these people with psychokinetic abilities like Carrie and people with The Shining and the Firestarter and all of them? I mean, in Firestarter, wasn't there like a government program or something like that?
Well, I think that's why they wanted the girl, or she was part of something.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen that one either.
Well, there are books that do connect together, and there was a video, and it's like every few years I come across it that explains how the books connect.
Oh, I see.
But I don't believe that Carrie or Firestarter really does. The Dark Tower books do,
Yeah.
Salem's Lot does. Pretty much all of the dairy stories are connected.
Sure.
I think Eyes of the Dragon fits in because Flag's in that. Pretty much all. I think some of the short stories, Jerusalem's Lot, obviously fits in. And they tried to make like a series out of that with Adrian Brody. I don't think it lasted, but so yeah, there are some connect. The earlier ones don't. I don't think any of the Bachman books do. So anybody in the chat can kind of check me on that. I don't think the Bachman books, any of the Bachman books do. And I don't believe that Carrie does, and I don't think Firestarter does.
But it would be an interesting.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
well, it would be an it would be an interesting link to cut. The whole psionic power thing. Because I remember, and like I said, I played a role playing game once called Psy World, and it was psionic powers. But I think there's a mention of a girl with a fire ability. Was like one of the things they mentioned. In like the little introduction kind of thing. They don't out and out say it's Firestarter, but a lot of people kind of have leapt to that conclusion. But that is Carrie. I hope everybody had a fun time watching it. I know I did. I enjoyed that. I thought that was it was a lot different than what I expected. I didn't know it was going to have like that little tongue-in-cheek aspects to it, and I really didn't expect the some of the other scenes that we got. But I'm not upset about that at all. So we'll just leave that there. So of course, what we always do at this time in the stream is what's happening tomorrow. I think you're up first, Delia Scenes, with a movie about 4:00. Are you on the West? Are you doing the Western tomorrow?
We might be. I'm waiting to hear back from Bill on that one.
Because I know you did one today, Sky Captain: The World of Tomorrow. And so keep an eye out. They may do a Western, maybe not. Don't know.
Yeah. The plan for the month is to do horror Westerns.
Oh, sweet.
And
not do Bone Tomahawk.
No, because we've done Bone Tomahawk already. So we've done the Burrowers already. So
there's
we're trying to
there's a couple of Universal horror ones that kind of are set in the West. The Thing That Would Not Die, and I think there was something else. I'm thinking it's The Thing That Would Not. Now I'm not sure, but I know there'd be one there to fit if you decided to go that route. But are you doing Unscripted tomorrow night?
I am.
Awesome.
8 p.m.
Any
as usual.
Any hint on the topic?
I'm going to be going into the whole J.K. Rowling, Emma Watson thing.
And then of course at 9:00, Geeky Geezers. Quite a week. Any previews?
Sure, I can give you some previews. James Gunn is calling the fans bad things again. There's more Disney fallout regarding the network related stuff and Kimmel and whatnot. A lot of game related, the price hike in Xbox's Game Pass. A reunion show for the Everybody Loves Raymond, and we'll be saying goodbye to the ape lady.
Okay, and there was someone else who passed this week. I do want to give my own little in memoriam thought to Patricia Rutledge, who was in Keeping Up Appearances, who played Hyacinth Bouquet. It's not Bucket, it's Bouquet. I don't know how many people watch that show, but she passed away.
I must have overlooked that one. I will.
Yeah, it just had
one as well.
It happened yesterday. But yeah, Patricia Rutledge, loved her. She was awesome.
Yeah.
She was funny. So after Geeky Geezers going, do you have reserved seating tomorrow night?
Not this week.
Oh, this week, okay.
But I am hoping to return next week at a slightly different time, where I'm going to be starting right after Geeky Geezers, and I'm hoping to. I have a few guests in mind for the first few shows. I just gotta start, getting the word out to everybody, see who can make it and who can't. But
Okay.
it is going to be back, just at an earlier time. Because I have to work on Mondays now. So,
by the way, the that movie I was trying to think of was Curse of the Undead from Universal Studios. It's kind of the official last Universal horror film, monster-wise, of the old bunch. So yeah, Curse of the Undead. It's something to look into, see if it sounds interesting. I've never seen it, so I don't know. Monday night, of course, Monday night at the movies. Going to be doing some werewolves. Has there been a winner completely?
Yeah, I think I can call it. With 78% of the votes, the members have decided we'll be watching American Werewolf in London from 1981. Jenny Agutter, and I'm sure there's other people in the movie. Yeah, so that's what we'll be watching on Monday. It would be very difficult, even if like every other member who hasn't voted yet were to suddenly start voting. I don't think it would change.
If I were you and was doing like a Films with Friends, and if I hadn't already done it, I would have Jenny Agutter June or July and have that movie, and of course Logan's Run. But
Logan's Run, yes.
Wait, what about Walkabout?
It would not be a good idea to do Walkabout. She was underage when that film was.
Yeah, it's a little problematic.
Ooh,
yes.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I just heard about it.
Just owning the movie could be a problem. So yeah, no,
yikes.
I think that would not be a good idea.
Yikes.
I will not even admit to whether or not I've seen the movie or not.
Cannot confirm nor deny. But,
I cannot confirm or deny, at least not audibly.
Or I will deny anyway. Tuesday, Sparkwood and 21.
Yeah, what are we doing for Sparkwood and 21?
I don't
need
know.
to get a thumbnail together.
We got to figure out what we're going to do.
Okay, we'll talk afterwards.
Yeah, we do have the Sparkwood and 21. That's at 8:30. And since I am going to be at the Mystery Movie Night Monday night, that means Tuesday will be the Mystery Movie Night podcast, where I join a round table of YouTube critics, including Sin's Corner, Wilkie's Movies and Music Off the Cover, and Kyle Corwith. So, yeah. The general consensus seems to be that the movie is going to be Kiss of the Spider Woman, starring Jennifer Lopez. And if that is, they have, and if that is the case, then we will be eliminating ourselves after the podcast. So we are not looking forward to this one. But
so definitely tune in for what could possibly be the last edition of Mystery Movie.
They're gonna pull the house in on top of themselves and burst into flames. Yeah.
Of course, Wednesday is wide open. Nobody doing anything there. But let's, of course, before we forget, like I almost did again, every day, Liquid Lunch on Last Call with Troy Pacelli's channel, which is an awesome way to spend your lunchtime.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I got to Wednesday and finally remembered. It's like, wait a minute, yeah, every day, some awesome topics and just some great talk, great chat, great ideas, great information. You never know what you might get. It's really kind of cool.
And don't forget a very, very special Blake 7 this week too.
Oh, that's right, Blake 7.
A story about vampiric sand.
Yeah, sand.
Yeah, you heard that right. Vampiric sand.
So sand that sucks your blood.
I did. Candidly, should not have ever contributed to Blake 7. I mean, it's like I like pizza and I like ice cream. The two should not be put together, okay?
Well, if you have a cookie dough and
oh, gee.
Wait, even pregnant, I wouldn't want that.
See what I'm saying? Exactly what I'm saying.
Of course, when I was pregnant, I just also wasn't doing this typical. I gotta have pickles. I wanted, of all things, 7-Eleven slushies, frozen. So we'd buy like a dozen of them, stick them in the freezer to get hard, and then I'd just sit there and chunk away with them.
oh, kind of like an Italian ice.
Yeah,
Those
kind
are
of.
good.
That was one thing for.
I used to
make
love
double cheeseburgers.
Well,
yeah, I used to love when I went to the Maryland Renaissance Festival and they had the little half an orange with the Italian ice on, like completing the circle.
oh, that's
They were good.
That's
Especially when it was like hot that day. Oh, it was really nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God. And then you get like finish ice and then you get to eat the orange. It was awesome. That leads to Thursday with Thursday things. Any guests?
Oh yes, absolutely. This is the horror month, so my very special guest on the 9th will be the Vagrancy Horror.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yes,
Vagrancy Horror on Thursday things on Netters Network Thursday night, and that leads us to Deleted Scenes Weekend Review.
Coming attractions.
Sorry, whatever.
That's fine. Yeah, I've changed the name a few times. The coming attractions, which will be right after Thursday Things.
Awesome. And that leads us into Friday, where on Big Al Presents Films with Friends, the Friday night edition, is going to be me and, of course, Deleted Scenes. And you never know, somebody else might show up too. We're going to be watching the film Intruder from 1989, directed by Scott Spiegel, who recently passed away. But it has some people you may know, like Sam Raimi, Ted Raimi, and Bruce Campbell in it. It's a what happens if you get stuck in a was it a grocery store?
Grocery store, yeah.
Grocery store, and there's a serial killer inside. This is a Deleted Scenes recommendation. I've never seen it. Looking forward to watching it. So join us Friday night at 8:00. And then that leads us to a Last Call with Troy Pacelli at 10 p.m.
Yeah, it's going to be one of two things. I can't confirm right now because we're kind of waiting on seeing how Netter's voice is doing as we get later into the week. So it's either going to be our karaoke stream for the month, or we're going to get back to the whole AI situation, because there's been a bunch of new articles.
Even if I don't have a voice, don't let that hold up the karaoke thing. I know people have been looking forward to it.
We'll see. We'll decide later in the week. But yeah, since we now have a new AI actress sending the entertainment industry into a tailspin, we definitely want to talk about that and a few other articles that I mean, and it just seems like we're almost going to be doing a monthly update on the AI situation. I mean, things are developing so quickly now.
Very quickly. It's scary. But yeah,
that's also why I thought it would be appropriate for this month.
I honestly do not know what to believe while watching anything anymore, any video on like YouTube or Facebook or X or wherever, Instagram. I don't know what's real anymore. But yeah, that'll be so. Find out what happens. See if Netter gets her voice back, or if she'll be replaced by an AI bot.
Yeah, he'll just have, what's her name? The chick that does your stuff. It's not.
Oh, Sophie.
Sophie. I knew it was an S.
Yeah.
You'll have Sophie sing for me.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, did the audio cut out for anyone else? I don't know.
No.
But
no, you're all. I mean, as long as we're still streaming, you should still be hearing us. Yeah.
Yeah. And that leads us to next Saturday night, October 11th, on Netter's Network, which will be
Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters.
Hansel and Gretel.
Nice.
Ooh, Hansel and Gretel. And then I do want to say hello, Samuel Proctor.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Still here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can hear everybody else. Hopefully everybody can still hear us.
Yeah. So
okay, so it was on his end.
Samuel Proctor says it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay on his end. Yeah. What am I thinking here? Oh yeah, I'm sure we'll discuss this a little more once we get off. But October 18th, we're going to have a viewer's choice video. This is because I screwed up the schedule, and so I have something the following week. I'll be streaming the following week after Netter. So just remember that the 18th, the 18th is going to be a viewer's choice. We're going to pick some films, and you guys will get to vote, and then we'll watch that film. But we'll have to discuss. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. And like I said, it's because it's a buffer week because I screwed up. And
cool.
We'll do that, and then I'll stream again on the 26th, and we'll find out. I figured might as well do it, on Netter or maybe Troy will want to host that one. So to maybe make it part of the member.
Since it's a buffer week, have Troy host it. I could do that if you want me to.
Sure. Let's make it a part of the membership drive.
Okay.
I know you're trying to juke. It's like let's try to juke up some.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Thanks so much.
Yeah. So if not, maybe ad revenue. I don't know. Just maybe we'll have Troy be the special streamer that week, and we can have some fun with that. And you guys get to pick the movie. Of course, the next movie Saturday night for me is going to be Silver Bullet, another Stephen King film. But werewolves. Why not? Because werewolves
and Gary
cool.
Busey. What could be better?
Gary Busey and Everett McGill and
Corey Haim.
Yeah.
Megan Follows.
Oh yeah. That's a fun movie. I like a movie like that. It's kind of like Goonies meets American Werewolf London kind of deal, sort of in a weird way. But that'll be a lot of fun. So, Delia Scenes, any final words?
Yes, one thing that I did forget to mention on Thursday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, Action Theater, The Mummy.
Which
from
one?
1999.
Oh, okay.
The Brendan Fraser. Yeah.
Because there's three of them.
Yeah.
So as far as I know, there's three of them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're going to be watching the Brendan Fraser Mummy.
That's a good film.
It is. And well, as I always say at the end of every show, hope that everybody enjoyed the film. Thank you once again to Al Troy and Netter for having me here on the panel. And as I always say, from HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night. Take care. Stay strong. Be safe and healthy, because this is how we win.
Thank you, sir. And Mr. Troy Pacelli.
Yeah, I just want to, kind of echo that. I appreciate you guys having me, and just say to everybody, look, be nice to the people around you. Okay. Don't be a bully, because, they might go all scanners on you.
You never know. Definitely. And of course, I'll go next because Netter, Netter always finishes up so nicely. So I would just like to thank everybody for being here. Please check out my reviews. You're going to get a review every day until Halloween. A different horror movie that I like. Doesn't necessarily need to be not all going to be 5 stars, not all going to be 4 stars. In fact, when I'm coming up, it's going to be 2.5, just for fun. I'm throwing in different things. It was just kind of a little fun I had. So, but I hope you enjoy that. Just look quick, and they're about 45 to 50 seconds, and it's over, because I'm not doing any beginning thing, no rambles, just boom. So I'm having a lot of fun doing those. I've already got half of them scheduled, and but I will keep other reviews coming. Like I said, tonight I watched the film The Lost Bus with Matthew McConaughey. Going to get one up for that. But just definitely thank you for joining in. I'm glad everybody had a good time. Definitely join us for Intruder next Friday, and I will be doing a Films of Friends on Friday, Halloween night. 90% sure of the film I'm going to do, but we'll see what happens. So thank you guys. Have a great weekend. Have a great week ahead, but no one can take us out better than Netter.
I actually want to piggyback on what Troy had said about being kind to people. It's like, be kind to a stranger. If you see somebody that looks a little down, or whatever, or maybe they look like they're having a bad day, compliment them on something. Hey, that's a great top you're wearing, or I love your shoes, or something. Because your kind word might be the only kind word that they have heard that day, and it might be that one thing that they need to keep going. There's I've heard the story a few times about this kid that was ready to unalive himself, and he got all his books out of his locker and was going to go take his stuff home so that no one had to clean up after him. And then he was going to go and unalive himself. And someone stopped him and says, hey, I'm going to be going to such and such place after school. Why don't you come with me? And the kid was just like, wait, you want me to join you? He's like, yeah, come on. I think it's like a pizza place or something. I don't know. And kid's like, oh, okay. He goes with them. He has a great time. And that one thing totally changed his view, because he was so down, so depressed, and he felt no one was going to miss him if he left. And that one thing turned everything around. So that one kind word could be the difference between making or breaking someone's day. Yeah. Just keep that in mind. And with that in mind, you know what I always say. We can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well good and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat. And you're dropping the comments, questions, trivia, choice, moving the mic closer to me because I don't have a voice. Drop the trivia and all that. It's really great that you guys are with us. You're engaging with us. And you guys, you're not our friends. You're our family. I mean, you're friends, but you're more family than friends. And I appreciate having my friends here and my family here and joining us each week. So thank you for being here. Thank you for enjoying these weird movies with us, because some of the movies we watch are weird. And thank you for the many ways that you support us. We don't do this for us. We do this for you. And I'm glad we're doing something right, because you keep coming back, so we must be doing something right. But thank you again for the many ways you support us and encourage us. And until next time, good night and God bless.
Thank you guys. Take care. God bless you. And enjoy this spooky season. Bye, guys.
Bye.